Hi fashion lovers, here welcome to another interesting video. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful bustier blouse that have a scallop design just like what you are seeing on the screen. The back has a different design entirely and it makes this blouse so stylish and beautiful. So if you want to see how I recreated this blouse, you need to keep watching this video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Alright guys, let's get started. To get started, I have all the things I'm going to be needing. I have my pattern paper, my fabric, my wadding, my lining, my interfacing, and this is my pattern paper. As you can see, this is the front part and the back. So in the front part we have the chest line, the bust point line, the under bust and the waistline, and at the back part we have the zipper allowance, the chest line and the waist line. So from my starting point line, which is the shoulder, to the chest line is 8.5, to the bust point is 9.5, to the under bust is 12.5, and to the front waistline is 15 inches. So I'm going to be measuring from the shoulder to the length of my top, which is 22 inches. From the waistline to the length is 7 inches. So my waistline is 15 inches, the length of the top is 22 inches. So from the waistline to the length of the top is 7 inches. So I will come to the back waistline, which the back waistline is stopped at 13.5, and then mark my 7 inches, which is the length between the front waistline and the full length. And by the time you check this, your back length would be 20.5 and your front length will be 22 inches. And the reason is because my front length is bigger than my back length, is longer than my back length due to the bust at the front. So please take note of that. So on the shoulder line, you take half of your shoulder measurement. So I'm going to be a bit fast here because I believe that some of us know how to draft the basic bodice pattern. So I'm going to be a bit fast. I mark half of my shoulder measurement and 1 inch for my 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope. And my front bust, my bust is 36 inches. The front is 19 inches, while the back is 17 inches. There is always a difference between the front bust and the back bust. So my front bust is 19 and the back bust is 17. When you add it up, you're going to have 36 inches. So you have to, on your chest line, you mark half of your shoulder measurement and rule your line for your armhole. Then I went ahead to divide my front bust, which is 19 inches, by 2, and that is what I marked on my chest line. Then from the armhole you go up by 3 inches, go inward by 0.75 to connect your armhole. I believe you all understood this part. My front bust is 19, the back bust is 17. I already have a video explaining how to get your front and back bust. You can go ahead and watch that video. So on your under bust, waistline and the length, you mark half of your nipple to nipple measurement, which mine is 7 inches divided by 2 will give me 3.5. On the bust point, I marked 4 inches instead of the 3.5 that I marked on the under bust waistline and the length. On the bust point, I marked 4 inches. So I added half inch to my nipple to nipple measurement, and that is what I marked on the bust point. So the next thing is to take your bust your dart. So towards this side I'm marking 1.5 and towards the other side I'm marking half inch. So towards this side half inch and towards the side seam I'm marking 1.5. Please take note of that. So towards this side I marked 1.5 inches and towards the center front here I marked half inch, making it 2 inches for my darts. So the next thing is to keep from your bust point, come down by 0.75, keep your tape and then connect to the under bust. This is called the contouring of the under bust. So you flip your curve ruler the other way and also connect the other side as well. So from the armhole you come down by 3 inches and keep your curve ruler like so to connect your armhole princess dart seam. your armhole princess dart seam, and then come down by 1.5 inches as your dart intake on the armhole, and from the bust point go up by 3/4 of an inch. Keep your curve ruler like so. Did you see the way I'm keeping it? And then connect like this. So after you are done that, you want to go up by the 1.5 inches that you took as your dart. You want to go up by the 1.5 inches you took as your dart. Keep your curve ruler like this and reconnect. That excess you have on the chest line is very good because it's going to make your princess dart seam line to align so well. So don't bother about it. The excess there is actually good. So on the under bust, you divide your under bust measurement by 4, add your dart intake of 2 inches. On your waistline, you divide your waist measurement by 4, add your dart intake of 2 inches. So on the length of the blouse, you measure 1/4 of your upper hip measurement, 1/4 of your upper hip measurement, then add the 2 inches for the dart. Then you want to connect from the down part to the waistline through the under bust to the chest line. So I believe you understood this very well. Let me use my marker pen to draw this. So I'm sorry, I'm not making use of my normal ruler. This is what I was able to get. So from this part now, the difference between my front waistline and the back waistline is 1.5 inches. So on the bust point line, you want to come down by 1.5 inches and connect your bust dart. So this is my bust dart, which is the difference between my front waistline and the back waistline. So the length of this front is 22 inches, while the back is 20.5. So the difference is 1.5 inches. The difference between the front length and the back length is 1.5 inches, and that is what I used to take my bust dart. So the next thing is from the armhole that you mark 3 inches, you want to go ahead and mark a straight line. So this is me trying to get the neck design of this dress. So from that armhole, I came inward by 1.5 inches, and from the neckline now, from that 3 inches point, I'm using my curve ruler to get it. So this is a sketch. I'm trying to know if this would work, if I'm going to add more inches to it. So that is what I'm doing. So at a point, I decided to use 2 inches. So from my armhole, I came inward by 2 inches, and then from my neckline, I'm trying to get the design. So I'm trying to get the design that we are working with. So from this neckline, I use 2.75 as the neck width, and I'm going to go ahead and connect like this. Did you see? So I came inward by 2 inches from the armhole, and the neckline I used 2.75. So I'm going to come down for the neckline by 5.5 inches, and this is me trying to get the neck design. So I'm trying to keep my curve in a way to get the neck design. So I came down by 5.5. Don't mind me, I'm trying to know which curve suits it best, like which curve is actually the best, as in the way to place the curve for me to get what I want. So I made the first line, but I didn't like it, so I have to shift it a bit. Did you see? So by the time I measure it, what I ended up using as the depth is 6 inches. The neck depth is 6 inches. By the time you come from shoulder to this point is 4.5, and I came inward by 2 inches. I believe you understood that perfectly well. So from the down part here, I will go up by 1 inch and then connect it to the dart line. This is so easy and simple to make. So from this point now, I'm going to go up by 2 inches from that dart line. I will go up by 2 inches. This is me trying to get the scallop line, the scallop design. So from that line, from the down part, I went up by 2 inches trying to get that scallop design. You can see me flipping the curve ruler different ways. This is me trying to get the scallop design at the down part, because the design is a bit trickish and I'm trying to like get through it. So at a point I decided to use my hand to draw the curve at the down part. You can see me doing that. So let me just use my marker pen and redraw it, so for you to be able to see it clearly. So this is what I have achieved, and I hope I got it very well. So this is what I was able to achieve for the side seam of the front part. Did you see that? So from this point now, I went up also by 2 inches. Did you see? And this is me trying to use my hand to get the curve of the center front now. So from the dot line, I went up by 2 inches, and this is me trying to get it. So this is what I was able to achieve for the down part. Did you see? Did you see? And I believe I got it very well. So I will move over to the back part now. So for the back part, this is the zipper allowance, and after the zipper allowance, I will go ahead on the shoulder line and mark half of the shoulder measurement. Come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. The front shoulder slope was 1.5 and the back is 1 inch. So on the chest line, you mark half of your shoulder slope and connect your line for your armhole. And then you want to, and the back bust is 17 inches, the front is 19, the back is 17. Divide the 17 by 2 and mark your bust measurement on the chest line. So you want to go ahead and divide the chest and the armhole line by 2, go inward by 0.5, and with your curve ruler go ahead and connect like so. This is very easy. So the next thing you want to do is to remove 1 inch from your waistline of the back. This is going to take away the bulging effect at the back part. So from the waistline, you go inward by 1 inch, and then you want to go ahead and connect it to the nape of your neck. And then you also want to take it to the down part, but stop like 1 inch or 1.5 inches above the length, and then you want to go ahead and remark your zipper allowance. So doing this is going to remove excesses or bulging effects from the back part after you are done fixing the zipper. So this is very easy and simple. So after doing that, so this is my zipper allowance. So the next thing is to take half of my nipple to nipple measurement on the waistline, chest line, and the length. And then you want to go ahead and connect with a straight ruler like this. Did you see that? And then you take ½ inch on both sides for your darts. So let me just use my marker pen and highlighting my line. So you want to go ahead and take ½ inch on both sides. And from the chest line, you connect to the dot line, and then you take it 2 inches above the length of your dress. So from the length, you come up by 2 inches and connect your darts. So on the length, you mark 1/4 of your hip measurement, which mine got to that line. Did you see? So I will just go ahead, go up by 1 inch and connect. And for my waistline, the waistline is actually my half of my waist measurement. That is why you see me not adding, not taking the waistline again, because the waistline is actually half of my 1/4 of my actual waistline. So I didn't take anything again, and then I went ahead to take my neckline. I went ahead to take my neckline of 1.5 inches as the depth and 2.75 inches as the width of the neckline. So, and then you come down by 3 inches just like we did for the front, and then you want to go ahead and connect your armhole princess line. So you can see I didn't connect the side seam because it's the same with my measurement, so there's no need to connect. So that's 0.25 inch on the chest line. I just left it as an ease. That's 0.27, that's 0.25 inch on the chest line. I just left it as an ease. Did you see? So everything is actually the same with my measurement. Everything is the same with my measurement, so that is why I didn't touch the back side seam. But when you are doing yours, you have to check your own measurement and input all your necessary measurements. So I will go ahead and cut this pattern out. So I will start by cutting the back part. Just watch me as I do so. So for the front part, you want to go ahead and slit that line to the bust point region, and then go ahead and close your bust line. Did you see your bust that? Did you see? And then use your pin and hold it down. So after that, you want to remark the side, because by the time you are done closing the bust that, the two sides will not align. So you want to go ahead and align them, and then continue with your cutting. So when I was done, this is what I have. You want to go ahead and match your pattern, and did you see this is what we have? So this is the back and the front. So the back will be cut out in 2 pieces, and I'm still going to be making I'm still going to be attaching a paper to it to form like a 6 pieces or 3 pieces for the back according to the design that we have. So I'm still going to be attaching a paper so that we can complete the designs. So the side seam of the front will be cut in 2 pieces. The center front will be cut on fold. So for the back now, we want to attach a paper to it, just like the way you cut out your 6 pieces to achieve the back design, because the back design is differently from the front design. The front design has a scallop and the back has like a 6 pieces design. So this is me attaching my paper on another pattern, as you can see, from the waist to the length. You want to extend the side like this. Did you see? So I'm taking 2.5 inches on both sides. So you can take 3 inches, you can take 4 inches, depending on how you want it. But for me, I took 2.5 inches on both sides, and from the waistline I connected to the down part. So you can try to make a curve on the down like this, which is just optional. So you can just go up by half an inch and make a curve like this, and also go up by the other side by half an inch and make a curve. This is optional. You can decide not to. You can decide not to. So let me just go ahead and cut this out now. So I feel I should just reconnect the half inch on the normal line, reconnect it to the normal line and cut off that excess I made on the down part. So I will just go ahead and cut off that excess I made at the down part. I think I will not be needing it. So this is what I have. Did you see? So for the back side seam, this is the center back now, the zipper region. For the back side seam, we are going to be extending only one side, and that one side is the other side that will be attached to the center back, and not the side seam. For the back part, we are not going to be extending the side seam, because from the video, the side seam was not, there was no fullness added to the side seam. So you want to extend this part. This is the side that will be added to the center back. Then extend it by 2.5 inches, and then from your waistline you want to connect, go up by half an inch and reconnect like this. And with this, you are done with the back part now. So this is what we have for the back parts. So this is what we have for the back part. You can see we'll be cutting out into pieces. I can't wait for this design to come out. So the next thing you want to do is to get your long sleeve pattern, and the length is 23 inches, but I extended the length, like I added more to the down part. So I'm going to be coming down by 6 inches. So for this sleeve, the sleeve is a bit stylish, so I'm going to create a funnel, a funnel sleeve, and from that funnel sleeve I will go ahead and gather it to form that sleeve, the sleeve design. So from your wrist you want to go up by 1 inch. So my long sleeve pattern is actually 23 inches. So from that wrist, which is 23, I went up by 1 inch, and then I will get the midpoint like this. Did you see? Get the midpoint of the slit of the sleeve. You can see I extended by 6 inches. I came down by 6 inches, and then you want to like cut the middle like this, and also cut the side like this, but don't cut to the end. This is me trying to get a funnel sleeve, and after getting that funnel sleeve, I can go ahead and recreate that sleeve the way it comes out very well. So this is me trying to, like, you know, do a slash and spread on the sleeve. Did you see me? So yeah, I'm trying to like hold it so that everything aligns together, and then when I've gotten what the added fullness that I want, or the fullness that I want, I will go ahead and pin it down. So after that, you pin the other side. So what I have as the fullness is 7.5. Did you see? And I make sure the two sides here, you know, matches each other. So I will go ahead and, you know, like come down by half an inch and connect. Come down by half an inch and connect. I'm sorry, it's not very clear. I just came down by half an inch and connected to the line. So you want to go ahead and cut. Did you see? Go ahead and, you know, cut. Make that curve. So this is my funnel sleeve. So from this funnel sleeve or the trumpet sleeve, we can now achieve the sleeve design. So this sleeve now is going to be in 2 pieces. We are not cutting this sleeve on fold. We are cutting it in 2 pieces for each side, the left and the right. And these are all my pattern, the back parts and the front part. In my next tutorial, we're going to be doing a detailed sewing of this blouse. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next tutorial. Till then, bye bye.